How do I watch the live?
Go to our page.
I am.
There's the Stairmaster on here. There we go. Whew. Did you put on public?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, welcome in.
Oh. Why does it do this? Oh, there we go.
Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Hello, hello, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Hope everyone has had a good week. I'm gonna put you over here, there we go. We are starting our workout today with our warm-up on the Stairmaster. It is bright, it's not even bright, it's actually dark out, but it is early Saturday morning, 3 a.m. here on the West Coast in Washington for May and I. Let us know where you guys are coming from, where you're joining, what you're doing, how was your weekend, all the above while we get this thing going. We have to still think about the workout, so we're going to be talking about it. May wants to do some upper body. I want to do full body. So,
It probably will just be a full body
yeah,
workout.
yeah. How did you feel when you found out that your twin was masculine?
I'm pretty sure.
She's always been like this.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's ever changed. Like, I've always been, like, mask presenting.
Yeah. Like her style has stayed the same or similar. Obviously, it has matured when she like aged, but it's always been she didn't like girly clothes. She's never liked shopping in the girl sections. So like I grew up around that. So it wasn't really a shocker.
Hi, Chris. How are you? Good morning. We're doing okay. Waking up wasn't as terrible as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. Also for those, we are doing stairs, and I am and will most likely be out of breath. So if I'm huffing and puffing, keep the comments to yourself. It is so early today.
Someone says, bro, take a nap. I mean, I already did get about 7 hours of sleep or so. So I'm actually chilling.
Good morning, good morning. I'm gonna need to hand you, my arm gets tired for a sec.
I'm from
hot.
Sydney. Hello.
Hello.
Jeez.
Hi, Michelle.
I'm actually sweating as well.
Hi, I'm from Sydney and play soccer today. Well, good luck on your soccer game.
We're supposed to be getting a freeze today.
Are you on the East Coast? Are you guys like any of those who are joining us from the East Coast? How's the weather looking like? How's the storm? Give us updates. I know a lot of you guys were worried about like this huge blackout storm.
What storm?
Like a snowstorm. Like,
where?
I don't know. It's on the East Coast somewhere.
Oh.
Like Texas, like Gabby was worried about it.
I did see it was snowing in Florida. And when does it ever snow in Florida? That should be concerning for some of us.
Make America
or all
gay
of us,
again.
actually.
Literally. What? Someone goes, make America gay again.
I agree with that, actually.
Fully support that. South Texas.
Your sister's cute. Well,
hello.
That could be yours, guys. If you just locked in a little bit. My house got flooded and I'm now living in my third house.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
We're supposed to get 10 to 16 inches of snow in Ohio.
What?
That's
so
actually
much.
crazy.
Jeez.
Is our live weird? Because why is this showing just me now? It's so delayed.
Because it's so delayed. It's red, so I don't know if you're attached to the Wi-Fi.
Okay, here, switch. Let me check. If I get out of here, it's because I'm checking the Wi-Fi. Let me see. Okay, please ignore the silly hate comments. Honestly, because we have chosen this as our job, or one of our jobs, we're used to it. Nonetheless, yes, some comments get really hurtful, but at the end of the day, hate comments, no matter what, is engagement. So
It is
thank
what
you
it
for
is.
engaging with us at this point. 9 to 18 inches of snow on the first part of the storm. That's actually crazy.
Someone goes in twins. There's always a twin that has better genetics a little bit. And
I'm dead.
like, I don't know. Do you agree with that statement though?
I don't know, but I'm stopping. I'm hot. Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily think like one twin is always better. Like, I think we all have our moments. Monks on a long walk for peace is concerning too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those who don't know what they're referring to, there are about 20, I want to say 16 to 20 monks walking.
I don't know.
Across. They started in Texas and are going up the East Coast to DC for this walk for peace. If you have not yet checked that out, make sure to do it, because even if you don't believe in it or whatever, it's very inspirational, very motivational as well. We are headed to the purple mat to do some.
Ooh, how to spell Mark. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Much appreciated.
So a little bit about May and I is we are personal trainers. We have been trainers for the past 4 years since college. Our targeted audience, I would say, for our clients is female oriented, just because we are female trainers. So also keep that in mind. But we do these lives every Saturday. We have seen a lot of you returning every Saturday, and it's really nice just to start having this community. But if you are new to this live stream, welcome. Pretty much what you're gonna see is a workout, a realistic workout from 2 trainers who are in the gym all the time. You guys can ask your questions about fitness and health, nutrition. We try our best to give you tips and tricks about certain exercises as well. Very beginner friendly, so if you are somebody starting on your health journey, or you just want some tips because maybe you don't feel it in a certain exercise, let us know. Drop them in the comments, ask your questions in the box up above, and we will start our workout. So let's do this thing.
I think G wanted to start the workout with glute activation.
Yes.
So
for those who starting, or whose New Year's resolution is getting a bum for the summer, start doing your glute activations before all of your leg workouts, because that is the one thing I wish someone told me when I was starting my journey, is stretching and warm-ups are very important, maybe even more a priority than the actual exercise.
Do you have the bands?
No, what color do you want?
Like red. What was someone's question? It was, how much do you go to the gym? Gia and I try to be at the gym on a usual week between 3 to 5 days a week. I try to aim for 5. Some days it's 6 days a week if I can make it happen. But for example, this week and last week, the motivation has been completely gone. So I haven't really stepped foot in a gym until today. So Yeah, some days be like that.
And that just shows that, like, no matter if you are super fit or not, or you're in your journey and you're advanced versus beginning, you still have those nulls of motivation, of up and down. Maybe you don't want to go. And that's completely normal. So,
Also, for those asking, this is not a home gym. This is quite literally our
gym.
public gym
Yeah.
that we pay membership for. But because no one's here at the butt crack of dawn on the weekends, it's the only time we're able to do a stream. So for those of you saying, don't do that, you're going to get strangers in the clip and whatnot. No, we're not. There's literally no one here, and we make sure of that.
We've done so much research
And studying people's
and
habits.
studying people's habits to make sure we are able to do this. But what you are going to be seeing for the next couple of minutes, I think 5 minutes, is going to be a glute activation. So because I am working on my glutes, I'm going to focus on stretching and warming up those specific 3 muscles, the medius, maximus, and minimus. So then the exercises I do in my workout actually are targeting those muscles, and those muscles are being used properly. So let's get into it, May. We are going to be starting with clamshells. So you're going to do 10 facing forward and then 10 on each side. So you're going to do 30 total, back to back. Do them at your own pace. Your warm-ups are not meant to be fast. They're not supposed to be quick. It's just based off on how you're feeling that day.
See, I could do these all day.
Yeah. Let's read. Oh.
You said 10?
Yeah, 10 on each side. How do you get a curved stomach? That is very different for everybody because every person is different. But something that you can try and do that is easy and you might have the ingredients at home is by drinking hot water with lemon. It's like a detox for your body. It helps with bloating. It helps with majority of bloating. So try doing that, but also if you want to do hot water with coffee grounds and sesame oil, that's also good for bloating. Coffee grounds
with sesame oil?
Didn't you say that? It's hot water, sesame oil, and coffee?
No.
What is it?
Hot water, lemon, and coffee grounds.
Lemon and coffee grounds. That's like a detox. Okay.
Yeah, it helps with bloating. For you girls that don't like bloating in the morning, try it out for a week and let me know how you like it.
We've been doing it forever and it's honestly amazing. It's a game changer for sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna do hip thrusts,
Okay.
regular full range, then abductors, and then you're gonna go half pulses and then full range again. 10 every single thing.
That sounds actually disgusting.
So, oh yeah, you can bring the phone up.
Ooh, how to lose thigh fat. A good one is abduction and adductors for your glutes and quads. That will tighten your inner thighs as well and the muscles in between there.
My muscles have not been working out this entire week, so they are already a little tired.
What are we doing? Okay, 10 of these.
Yep. And then you're gonna go into half pulses, and then you're gonna go back to full range. And a really good tip if you're trying to focus on your glutes for glute gains, for your hip thrusts, which I see a lot of people doing wrong, is you wanna put all of your weight, try pushing down into your heels. Your toes should be able to lift off the ground a little bit, because as soon as you push through your heel, you're targeting that glute muscle versus when you're using your toes, those are activating your quads and hamstrings. So that's just some little tip that I tell people as well.
Oh, my glute
What should you
hurts.
eat as a snack for
Holy
training?
hell. Wait, what?
Someone's asking what you should eat for a snack for training.
It depends. Like, are you saying eating prior to a workout, after a workout, whatever? I'll give an example for like before a workout. If you're someone who wants to eat something or maybe needs a snack before you work out, if you work out later in the day, I always like a banana and peanut butter or something super light, like maybe half a bagel.
Anything nut butter is really good.
You just don't want to fill up and eat a full meal and then throw up in the gym. No one wants that.
I'm sorry for spamming, but would these help for running?
Ooh.
Yes. In general, I think stretching in general will help. These are more glute activation, so I mean, you could probably change these to be more quad focused and hamstring focused, but because I'm doing leg day, that's why I'm doing glute activation. So 10 on each side, May.
Okay.
And then you're gonna go into diamond shape and do 10.
I hate these.
Who's G and who's May? I'm G. I'm in the blue sweatshirt. May is in the gray sweatshirt. Hello, hello. My new favorite trainers. I'm dead. Well, welcome.
Okay, I've done 10.
Whew. If you're done, or if you're new to this live, drop in the live question box where you are in your process. What are you trying to aim for the new year? Or are you just trying to train for a specific event? Are you just training to be fit in general? It's always nice to kind of see where everybody is when you guys join these lives. It's been about 2 months now doing these consecutively or consistently, so it's nice to see everybody.
Hello from Durban, South Africa. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Someone's asking, what do you guys eat as dinner after training mostly?
For dinner,
I always try to eat some type of carb, protein, veggie, and maybe a fruit if I have it. But the top 3 things I try to look for after a workout is carbs and protein.
Carbs and protein, but there's always a theory that you should eat your protein and carbs like 30 minutes after your workout. No, you don't have to go home right away and eat protein to be getting your results faster. But my favorite meal after a workout is something like Chipotle, something that has lots of carbs, so your rice, you have some protein, and then you want to add some of the greens in there, so lettuce or spinach or just veggies is really good for a post-workout.
Someone's wondering if we're training for anything specific at the moment. Not right now. In a few weeks, we're going to be getting back in half marathon training and a full marathon training. Not at the same time, obviously, but we will be ramping up our running, so we will cut back on the gym. But right now, when we're in between races, we just try to keep our bodies as fit as possible.
Yep.
And it's really hard to build muscle and come to the gym and lift weights when you're running so much, when you're training for a half marathon and a full marathon. So I take the intermediate times between races to build that muscle. So come training, I feel
You already
pretty
have
good.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
For those who are asking about credentials, I got a BS in biology, double minored in chemistry and psychology. And then for training, I'm certified in strength and conditioning, nutrition, and online coaching. And May is specialized in strength and conditioning, corrective fitness, and just basic training in general.
Strength, G.
Yeah, strength, but there's regular, just like personal training.
So you need a certification for just being a personal trainer. Then you need specialties if you want. And that's what G was referring to.
Oh, and May got her BS in integrative health and wellness. So we kind of crossed, like the both of us together, our specialties and our degrees in college kind of span across the entire health and wellness factor.
We cover a lot.
Yeah, so how long have you guys been training? So we've always been athletic. We've always been athletes. Every single season in elementary school, middle school, and high school, we did a sport. So there was no time to not be doing anything active. And then in high school, once we kind of chose our specific sports that we wanted to do and the seasons we wanted to participate in, the off seasons, we would go to the gym. So I would say, would you agree with me that we started our like training in like sophomore year of high school?
I mean, that's when we finally went to the gym. But
Yeah.
to be fully serious and
Yeah.
like without our sports and stuff in high school, I think by my senior year of high school, we weren't doing school sports. So that's when G and I would run in the morning, and then after school, we'd go lift weights. And then even sometimes we'd go to yoga even after that. Trust me, I know it's a whole bunch that we did in high school. We probably shouldn't have done that, but we did it.
Yeah.
Someone is asking, what would you think would be the best time for a high school student who goes to school from 6:30 to 4 to do these workouts?
Great question.
When we were in high school, I kind of just mentioned it, but we got up and ran in the morning before school, and then after school, we went to the gym. So if you have the energy after school, go after school, so then you don't have to go home. Some people go home and then lose the motivation to go to the gym. So what G and I did was brought our clothes to school, so then we'd change at school and then go to the gym. So we could take that factor out of going back to home and potentially losing that motivation to get to the gym.
Or we would go straight to yoga, which was right after school. So you would stay at school, do homework, change. But yeah, the main thing was going back home. We kind of figured out that it was demotivating us because we were getting lazy.
Ooh, Megan, you have a really good question. Best tip to get visible abs. It takes weeks, months.
And everything starts in the kitchen. Everybody's like, oh, abs are so easy. You can get them in like 60 seconds if you do this routine. Bull fucking shit, okay? Not gonna, I don't sugarcoat things here. I don't gatekeep. I'm gonna tell you the real
We'll tell
thing.
you realistic things, even
And I'm
if you
sorry.
don't like hearing them.
Yeah.
This is realistic info. It's realistic and statistically proven.
But you are not gonna get abs in a month unless you are changing everything right now. But some things to help you is detoxing. So in the morning, what we like to do is get a nice hot water, mix it with honey and lemon, drink that, and it helps with bloating. So a lot of the time people feel like you can't see your abs because you're bloated. Try that. Try a detox method. Try to clear out your
Do you
system every
see what
morning.
I mean, though, G?
Clean out your system.
Are we
And
done
then-
with this?
Yes. And then a next one is a lot of people, if you haven't heard it already, is abs are made in the kitchen. And that is something very important. A lot of people just assume by doing the exercises, you're going to get the abs. No, you need to be eating correctly. You need to be fueling your body correctly to even just see some results. It's a collaboration of working out and nutrition. So it's very different for everybody. People are on different diets. People don't like certain foods. People might not be able to do certain things, like a detox might not be good for you. So that's why it's always helpful to do one-on-ones too. Having a personal trainer is because we can specialize it for you, but because we're doing this through a live, these are just tips and tricks. So
It's just the most basic info
yeah,
that we can give, because we don't want to go out of our scope of practice if we are
Exactly.
not your actual personal trainer.
Can you grab the back?
Yeah.
Also, somebody was like, how to just eat to gain weight. So that is true for some people. So yes, originally in general, you want to be for the average human being, right? We're talking about average. The average calorie intake is about 3,000 calories per day, just for an average person who is not active. Okay? 3,000 calories. I bet you if you can log today and how much you actually eat and your calorie intake, you are not hitting 3,000, period. Point blank. I don't hit 3,000, and I know I should be hitting 3,000. But 3,000 is the average calorie intake for a human being. So even on top of that, when you're training and you're working out, you need to be eating more than that. A lot of people assume, oh, if I eat more food, I'm gonna gain more weight. Yes, but it's also fueling the muscles you're trying to tone. It's trying to build muscle. There are certain supplements to take too as well. So, yeah.
People say stretches are the best to improve your posture, but are there any exercises helpful with improving your posture? I feel like a lot of improper posture to begin with is weak abs, weak back, weak muscles in general, right? So when you think about posture, think about what is being activated when you want that posture. So think of your abs tight, right? Those who slouch and do like this, you want to bring up your chest and walk straight. You don't want to cower inwards. So you really have to push yourself to activate those back muscles that you would not think you would need to walk straight. But for those that don't really use those muscles in general, don't really know that those muscles are activated to begin with. So knowing the muscles that you need to actually walk upright is good.
I'm gonna need to use this mirror.
Back and core strength, I would say, is the main things to focus on for posture. Does your sister have a girlfriend? I do have a girlfriend. I am off the market, but G is single and probably ready to mingle or should be mingling, but she is not.
But I'm not for the girlies, I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm so sorry. I wish I would. I wish I was. I wish. I just think I would be in a relationship by now if I was into girls, but I'm not. So I'm sorry to disappoint y'all. I'm so sorry. Should anyone take protein powder to gain weight? Give me your phone.
Well, I need this.
Oh, okay. I can
You can do
answer
it
that
in the
over
middle.
here. Protein powder to gain weight. I think protein powder is a great substitute for those who cannot eat protein right away in their diets or in their general time frame of their workout. I think protein shakes are taken as substitutes for meal, and I don't agree with that. Supplements like protein should be used as a supplement with a meal in addition to, instead of taking out. So yes and no. Protein will help you gain weight, but it should not be a replacement meal.
Which question did you just answer?
Protein.
The protein. Someone says you both should be eating 3,000 calories. You look too skinny. One, eating your calories is a lot harder than you think it is. You ask anyone in bodybuilding or anyone who's super serious with working out, and they'll tell you eating all the calories you need to effectively fuel your body is probably harder than the workout itself.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't seem like it, but if you really are truly dialed in and focus on your calories, your protein intake, you realize how hard actually it is to hit those numbers.
She is
Here.
gay.
Stay out.
No, I know, but I needed the phone and you want to give it to me.
If you take...
You both look the same. How? We are identical twins. Smoke weed munchies. We definitely want to do one of those lives, but we're going to save it for a membership because I feel like that would just be different content. So it's really hard for me to eat more. What should I do?
Ooh.
That's a really good question. That's a great question.
So answer it.
It's hard for me. Supplements. So like what I said for the protein drinks or protein shakes, those are great if you are not someone who likes to eat a full meal but still wants to get your protein intake, but you're snacking. What I like to do with my protein shakes is eat it with a lunch or a snack or something, because that just adds on to it and it fills me up. If you're somebody who is snacky but don't like to eat too much food but want to still feel filled, any snacks with nuts in it, like a nut butter, is really good just to eat. Like I'm allergic to peanuts, but like peanut butter with crackers is a really good snack. It has protein in it. Any nuts, like macadamia nuts, almonds, literally Chex Mix at that point. Those are really good. What else? What can you suggest?
For what?
Snacks to eat. But yeah. Any advice on what to do if you want to improve core strength?
Again, start doing activities and things that engage your core. And it's not necessarily purely core exercises. I think, again, I'm going to go back to posture. A lot of people do not realize how bad they slouch, or when they walk, they're not upright. If you have that in mind and you're out for a walk and you slowly realize like, oh, I'm slouching too much, I should probably become more upright, you start to target different muscles just by doing that. So simply walking, biking, anything that raises your heart rate above your normal average is considered cardio. So whatever that is for you, no matter what level of fitness you're at, start there, because you don't realize how much your core is engaged in mostly everything you do. So yeah, I'd start there. You don't have to do core exercises to get a core.
Yeah.
You really don't. What did you just do?
Bicep curls. Finally, y'all are live. We have been live every Saturday morning at 3 a.m., so come join us every Saturday morning. How can we reduce love handles? I do gym almost regularly. It's very slowly reducing. How can I make it faster? Okay. I'm assuming you're a woman, and if you're not a woman, please correct me. But women, we are always going to have love handles, okay? No matter if you like that fact or not. They are very, very hard to get rid of, but they will slowly decrease over time if you're consistent, if you eat properly, if you actually intentionally work on them as a whole muscle group too. But women in general, our bodies are formed differently than men, so we will have love handles. It's just something women will have to work around, but I'm not saying you can never not have it, but women will just in general have love handles, whether they're pronounced or seen or not. I need to change my song. This is not good.
You guys should flex. Can you give tips on workouts for lower stomach fat? Again, I think a lot of things that involve your core involves your diet as well, or what you eat. You know that old saying where it's like abs are made in the kitchen and the first to go? If you don't know that saying, abs are made in the kitchen. It's kind of what you eat. You need to be very aware of what you're eating and trying to eat as clean as you possibly can while also doing your workouts, doing your exercise. Consistency is key when it comes to body transformations and seeing your fitness goals. You have to be consistent. I think that's also the hardest thing for beginners to get into, is consistency and the motivation to go to the gym. But that's why personal trainers are great, because they can be a motivator for you and help you get your workout into a habit.
Yeah.
So it's not so draining to get to the gym all the time.
Also, this is a great segue into our memberships. May and I are going to be coming out with 3 different tiers for a membership. One basic, where every live you're just a subscriber. When you comment, we can see you a little bit more clearly. The second tier is going to be you get 2 special exclusive lives a week. And then the third tier is going to be where you actively want to join a fitness group, you want weekly workouts, you want a nutrition live, and tips and tricks live. And then you will also join us for the Saturday morning lives. But we are coming out with a membership. They're going to be both very beginner friendly, but then also intermediate and advanced people in the gym. If you want to join, you can also join, and there will be a tier for you as well. So, yeah, that's a great segue.
God, my shoulders kind of hurt.
Do you have any tips for 10-year-olds?
I don't know any 10-year-old that
I don't know any
goes to
10-year-old
the
that's
gym.
in the gym. Straight up in the gym.
But I mean, if you are in the gym, make sure you have your correct form because you are growing. So you don't want to jack up any of your joints or anything when you're young.
And what a lot of people don't think is that adolescent fitness is a whole different specialty as well.
Yeah.
So be careful if you're in the gym and you're younger than 15, because you are still very much an adolescent. Your hormones and your chemicals in your brain and in your body that you're producing are all over the place. So I don't recommend anyone younger than 15 in the gym actively lifting heavy weights, just because go enjoy your youth. You do not need to be in the gym jacking up, getting your muscles built. Like, go play some Nerf soccer or something. But yeah, that is also a different specialty that we do not cover. How old are you? We are 26. Any tips for 15-year-olds?
15-year-olds?
Yep.
I would say, again, be very, very aware of your form. You don't want to hurt yourself if you're young. But what I tell 15 or those in high school, if you really seriously want to get into training, get a personal trainer to show you exactly how to do the movements. And then once you feel confident with those movements, you can do it by yourself. But you definitely want to follow someone for the first few weeks, even a few months. Calisthenics. Yeah, you can do calisthenics too, but I don't have my specialty in calisthenics. I don't do that. I don't train that. I've never even done calisthenics myself, just because that is also a different type of training. But hey, I know some people that say calisthenic workouts and exercises are the best exercises you can do. So if that's what you want to do, great. But G and I are strength and conditioning personal trainers. I don't do calisthenics. Ow, my knee just cracked. What did you just do?
I'm a personal trainer. Well, welcome to the live.
What did you do?
I did opposing shoulder press. I held it up and then I did one isolation.
Again?
No, like taking opposites but holding one statically in the air.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I'm just kidding.
Where are you from, girlies? We are adopted, but we are from China. At what age did you guys start exercising at the gym? We started in the gym specifically strength training during the off seasons of our sports in high school. So we were about 16 or 17. And then in college, we kind of made it more like becoming personal trainers and getting into like the nutrition and health side of it. Is the one in the gray shirt gay? Yes, she is.
What did you just answer?
I was just reading. I'm trying to think of what I want to do next for what do you want to do for another upper body?
do front and lateral raises. What made you get into going to the gym? Gia and I come from a very athletic family, and so we did sports our entire lives growing up all the way into high school. And then once we were done with sports in high school, we just transferred over to the gym instead. But our parents would take us to the gym with them, and we like watch them, sometimes work out with them. But we learned
Her back's hurting.
we learned very early on how to make a workout fun, enjoyable, and make it a habit. It's kind of just ingrained. Hi, Bianca. Hello. Good morning, or good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is for you. Ouch. Ready for some frontal? What did you do frontal? Yeah. Oh, you did front. Oh, okay. I was gonna say you did.
How did you enjoy childhood? It was fun. It was great. I used to work out 5 days a week and cardio 6 days a week. I would do legs one day and upper the next and max out once a week in all. I stopped after breaking my ankle and tearing my rotator cuff. I'm so sorry. But also, yeah, that is a lot of activity every single day. So no wonder your body just kind of deteriorated quickly. You two young ladies are a great example of the young women out here, and might I say y'all are gorgeous. Thank you. Who's stronger?
It depends what we're talking about.
Yeah, May is stronger upper body, and I'm stronger with lower body physically. Do
You can be in frame as your answer.
So do you offer personal training, and what are the details for it, like age limits and stuff?
We do one-on-one trainings, and we are going to open up our books shortly again. It's just with all the New Year's resolutions, we got a lot of people that wanted personal trainers, so we will open up our books once we can find more space for more clients, because Gia and I don't want to overdo it with clients and then not pay attention to those clients. So we'll let you know when we do open up our bookings again. But what does it consist of? Usually it consists of either you can ask for G or I or both of us to help you for the same price. So you technically get 2 trainers for the price of 1, but with different specialties as well.
You're talking about the memberships?
No, just like what a one-on-one would entail.
But yeah, but one-on-one would be me and you, not both of us.
Well, it could, you have the option.
Oh. We're also doing memberships, so we're gonna get that out by the end of this month, where we have a beginner scale, we have intermediate, and groups. So if you're interested in joining, if you want a community of beginners, come join us on our memberships. Hopefully those will be out by the end of this month. And yeah, so what the memberships will entail is 2 lives. 1 live will be the Saturday morning workout, where you are given the workout that Monday prior, and we will be doing it live, so you can either join us or you can use these lives as a example, or you can go back, watch them, pause them, show tips and kind of like where you should feel them, and then a nutrition and health like study block thing, where we will do one every week, and you can come and ask your fitness and health questions that you didn't ask during the live.
Someone goes, I used to do 5 miles a day and now my body is broken.
What?
Someone is saying they used to run 5 miles a day and now their body is broken.
I mean, that's what it will do to you.
Yeah. What's the benefits of exercising? That's a really good question, actually. There's so many benefits to working out, but the first thing is, if you have mental health, not issues, but if mental health is something that you struggle with, working out really helps you because it releases This is so stupid because most people are like, oh yeah, working out's gonna release dopamine and serotonin for you. It does. When you work out, you release those chemicals, so you feel a little bit better. You're a little bit more happier. I know it's weird.
Serotonin. That's what you're talking.
And dopamine.
And dopamine, yeah.
You get a big release of that after a workout or during your workout. So that helps with your mental just your mental issues. I have those as well, so that's the main reason why I work out, is for my mental health issues. Two, what's another positive thing that helps you if you work out?
A reason that I personally work out is for functional. I do functional training, but just I train in general because later on in life, when I'm 90 years old, I still want to be able to be active. I want to be able to reach above my head. I want to be able to carry, my grocery bags from the store. I want to be able to have my mobility still better than what it could be if I didn't start training now. A prime example of what we are talking about is our grandmother recently fell because her mobility is shit, and she had to get a hip surgery, and then that just led her to losing more mobility. So the one thing I took from that experience, I guess you could say, is start functional training. Point blank. I'm putting these back so we can use the cable.
Okay, sounds good. How much should the dumbbell weight for beginner teen? Again, I personally tell my clients to start at 5 to 10 pounds. Just so you have the correct form, then you can up the weight. You don't want to up the weight before you have the correct form. That's how you injure yourself. I've seen so many clients come to me already injured because that's what they did previously. And so we have to rebuild brick by brick by brick. Best exercise for beginners. I would say stick to dumbbells or stick to free weights, because when you're a beginner, you don't really need weight when you start because you just want to focus on the form. But you could do dumbbell bench press. You could do overhead presses. Those are great for your shoulders. It engages your core. It engages some of your back muscles. So those are great too because it targets a lot of different muscles in one single exercise.
What are we asking?
We might have to move.
Yeah, what are we asking?
What are some other good beginner ones?
You're asking about the dumbbell weight?
What is other good beginner exercises?
Got it, okay. Mustafa, hello. How many hours do you still at the gym? Like, usually we aim to be here no longer than an hour and a half. Hour and a half for these lives because we stop, we talk, we chat, whatever. But if we were just doing our own workout, we're usually in and out really quickly, so like 45 to an hour. You do not need to be in the gym for more than an hour to get your gains. This is genuinely amazing, helping people get healthy. You're saving lives mentally and physically. I had high blood pressure before I started working out a couple years ago. That's another yes. Well, welcome to the chat. What do you think is the best exercise for beginners? You were answering that?
Got it. Well, I did answer that, but if you want more of them, I can also give more. How do you focus on education while focusing on fitness? I don't actually really understand that question, but I'm going to try to answer it the best I can. As a personal trainer, it's your job to be educated and also know form when it comes to health and fitness. So, I mean, it's not that hard for Jay and I, since, I don't know, it's not that hard for Jay and I to be able to have the education and know how to talk about it. But maybe it's confusing for some folks, and maybe that's, I don't know. But that's just, it's in the job description for a personal trainer.
I want to go use that other cable machine.
The other one?
Yeah, by the stretching area.
Why? Okay.
I'm going to take this with me.
Give us just 1 second. We have to move.
Grab the phone.
Where am I going to put this?
On the cable.
No. That's not going to fit.
Yes, this is what I wanted. Because then we can...
What do I train? I train my entire body. It's just, I have it's like a 5-day split, 3-day split, where I focus on certain exercises every single day.
Just gonna put you up there.
Let me see.
Can you please say my name? Hi, Crispy Vegan. What that? Okay. I'm Jeremy.
Ooh, I watched your guys' podcast and it was so fun to watch. Make more of them. We are going to be making more podcast episodes for those of you who want to know more about GNI instead of just like the 30 seconds that you see in shorts or whatnot. We do long form. We have a podcast that we just talk about things that are important to GNI and relevant to today's society and world. And then we also do long forms where it's vlog style, so you see more of our life outside of just lip syncs and dancing and short, quick vlogs or lives that you see.
But help us come up with more topics for our podcast. We made the title out of the box, so we can do pretty much any topic that is out of the box. But it doesn't keep us in a square. So let us know what type of content you guys want from us, and we're more than inclined to give that to you guys.
How long have you been training? Specifically for weight training, G and I have been working out since sophomore year of high school, and now January 26. So it's been a fat second. We started truly focusing on strength training when we were 16, 17. Now we're 26. So it's been years, and this is what I mean by like it takes years to look the way you want to look. It's not going to happen in just a few months. It's not going to happen in a few weeks. It takes years.
Yeah.
And
you
dedication.
two sisters, we are sisters. What sports did you play back in the day? Let's reiterate.
You can be in frame over there.
Let's reiterate that question. What sport did we not play? I feel like we came from a house with two very hardworking parents. So when we had extra time or when we needed to be out of the house, we were doing a sport. So we did basketball, soccer, volleyball, track, cross country. What others? Tennis, golf, sailing. We were very active kids. The only sports we didn't really try or play was softball, wrestling.
But we know how to play.
Yeah, we know how to play.
I don't know how to wrestle, but I know how to play football, lacrosse, softball. It's just I never was a part of a team to play that sport just because G and I were not stuck with, but we chose soccer, track, cross country, basketball over those other sports. I just had a kidney transplant. I need to get back into the gym again.
Wait till you get cleared.
I know. Wait till you get cleared. I hope the transplant went well. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. That's a major surgery, so kudos, dude.
Yeah.
What makes you most comfortable? I'm not really sure what you're asking.
Are you talking about like style, fitness, whatever? or are you just thinking in the gym what makes you comfortable? Wow, like athletic times 1,000. That's amazing. Great generation here of two ladies. Thank you. You know, we're Generation Z. We have got to figure out a situation. Try out for the WWE. When we were growing up, we saw the Bella Twins on WWE, and we like wanted to do
Tore that shit up so fast.
We wanted to be just like them. I don't necessarily think like wrestling, but we wanted to be able to do like the twin swaps where the one would go underneath the like ring
the
and the other
tag
one would
team.
be, yeah, we would be such a good tag team.
right?
But I just
Hey,
don't
if
want to
you
get
work-
punched in the face.
You work for WWE.
I just don't want to get punched in the face.
Who
Truly.
cares? Who cares?
Don't be a little bitch. I'm a big bitch, actually.
Here.
But
Fine.
I think
I
that's
guess
really
I would
funny.
take the hittings. I guess.
We used to watch WWE as kids with our cousin. Like that was just our cousin thing. And yeah, we always were in love with the twins or the female wrestlers. 'Cause they just showed a different side of women that we never got to see on TV. Even
Ooh.
though it was fully staged.
Someone is suggesting, how about you guys make a podcast for beginners, exercises, and exercises for overweight people and stuff like that. We could definitely do that. If that is something that people want to hear us talk more about, we can definitely do
Yeah,
that.
but would that be better as a podcast or as like a full length, like long form video where we got, you know, take you through the gym, tell you tips and tricks of like beginner exercises? Because that will also be coming through. So like give us tips and things you guys want for like just everyday content too, whether that's a 60-second video or if that is a 5-minute video, you know? Better as a video. Okay, we can definitely do that. I don't feel comfortable in my body. Can you tell me a workout that can help me lose my lower tummy? Again, if you are a woman, I'm sorry to say this, but again, I am a truth person. I don't bullshit you. A lot of my clients don't like what I have to say because it's true. But if you are a woman, you are going to, no matter what, have that small little pouch.
Also, a lot of
That
people,
is just physically and anatomically how women are built.
people also not diagnose, but like, they think it's bloating, but really, you guys, sometimes it's bloating. Other times, that's just your uterus.
Yeah. A lot of people that come in here and tell me like, oh my God, I'm so bloated. Oh my God, look at my little pooch, whatever. And it's just their uterus inflamed a little bit.
And it also depends.
Just a little, just a
it
little.
depends. Also, are you ovulating? Is it that time of the month? Like,
Also-
there's so many other things that go into that.
Women, you only have one good week and you know that. So you better work that shit for 1 week. And then the next 3 weeks, you're either pissed off, sad, or you're on your period. That's it. We only get one good week, guys. So don't be harsh on your body because it changes every week. And I kid you not. And if you're a woman, you understand what I'm saying. But I hate when people are like, oh, I'm so bloated today or blah, blah, blah. And they don't think about like, oh, I could be in this phase of my whatever. Or
It straight up is just your uterus.
your uterus is just uterusing. Point blank, okay?
Someone says, I hear that crunches are a good exercise for abs. What do you guys think?
Yes.
I think crunches are great.
But you
I
need to do
think-
them properly.
Yeah. You have to do them properly. 2, you can't just bank off crunches to give you abs. That's not going to happen. But I think they're a great core exercise that you could implement into your routine. But it's not the only thing that you should be doing if you want a good solid core.
Yeah.
There's plenty of different core exercises to do as well.
And we can show you alternatives. That's also why these things are really great because you can ask tips on a certain exercise. You can ask to show you an exercise if we're around the area. And if we have extra time, we can ask you guys what exercises do you need help with. So our memberships are coming out very soon. So keep your eyes out for the memberships, because that is the stuff that we will do on these type of videos or lives. Is it okay to work out at home? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can be just as fit and toned at home and do the same exercises, just obviously modified or alternatives to the gym workout. A lot of people just assume you have to be in the gym, you have to be a muscle mommy, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to eat your carbs, you have to eat your protein, you have to be 100% in every single step you take. No. Some people will fail at certain stages. That's automatic. But there are ways to kind of get you in a routine. But that's what personal trainers are there to help you. We're big motivators.
Someone wants to see the triceps.
But we're also,
Damn. Thanks.
yeah.
That is your only flex
do
of this
not-
entire stream.
I do not want to do
I hope
these
you guys are aware of that.
We're gonna do glutes. Are these new? Yeah, these are new. Great.
Have you explored fitness trainers on Apple Fitness?
No.
No, but purely because I don't want to pay for it. Yeah, but I haven't tried them out. I know I've heard some good things about them, but it's Apple Fitness is not my go-to app that I go to work out with. I like to use Flex app, where it allows me to put in my workout routine. I can schedule when I want to do that exercise. I can add the weight that I'm doing, the reps I'm doing, the sets I'm doing, and then it automatically has a rest timer in the app that I don't have to pay for. I have the free version. You can get premium or pro, whatever it's called, but I don't want to spend money if I don't have to, and the free version gives me everything I need to keep track of my load or deloading sessions, whatever it is, the reps, the sets, and the time. That's really all I need.
Do you guys drink protein? Sorry.
Do you guys drink protein shakes? Sometimes, but G and I are pretty good at getting our protein intake through foods and not the protein shake. But some days that we don't have as much time to eat a full meal, sometimes we'll do a protein shake in the middle of the day or something. But again, I want to emphasize, do not use protein shakes as a alternative for a meal replacement. It should not be that. If anything, drink it and eat something. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but again, your body, and to fuel your body, is better eating it than just drinking it.
Yep.
What is this?
Glute kickbacks.
Why is it so high?
Because you're doing step-ups.
The fuck?
It's just a different way of doing your exercise.
No, I know, but what?
How to get a curvy upper body. Depends on what you're trying to focus. Are you thinking about shoulders? Are you thinking about back? Are you thinking about triceps, biceps?
I'm not doing
forearms. Yeah.
Normal.
Best tip to maintain muscle gains. Creatine. Creatine is a supplement. If you guys don't know what that is, there's monohydrates, and then oh god, what is the crystal one?
Mono? Or
it's monohydrates, and then there's a salt one too.
It's just salt-based.
Salt-based creatine. Thank you. And that they do different things, but the monohydrate one is just the generic creatine. Creatine helps with the muscle building and muscle recovery process. So to make it easy and quick for those that don't understand creatine and your muscle process, when you are lifting weight and you feel the burn, that is you tearing your muscles. And when you tear your muscle fibers, sorry,
not your muscle,
but muscle fibers, you're tearing your muscle fibers, and creatine helps that process of the muscle fibers joining again and hardening to make your muscles bigger. So if you want that process to be a little bit faster, if you want help with water retention,
Guys,
then creatine is your best thing to like help sustain muscle.
if muscle definition is like a goal or a priority for you, get on creatine.
Yeah. And I've linked creatine.
Yeah.
In that shopping
there's
bag
creatine
down
that
below.
G and I use in the shopping bag, if anyone's curious, or what we use. Wella is women owned and made for women. So for you girlies out there,
Made by women.
for you girlies out there, the fitness industry really only caters to men. It's getting better, but in the supplement category, a lot of it is targeted for the men. Wella is made for women. It has ingredients good for women. There's ingredients in a lot of other supplements that are catered for the men and women don't need it. But a lot of women don't know that. So I'm so out of breath. I don't know why. But
I'm moving it over here.
Wella is great. It tastes amazing. It's not salty. And it's pretty cheap actually compared to other supplement brands in the fitness
So somebody
industry.
was talking about the difference between monohydrates and a creatine salt or a salt-based creatine. For those who don't know, creatine is a salt already. So the salt-based creatine is just added salt. So the difference, kind of main differences is it's not as heavily researched on. It's not as common. You don't have to take it as often, and you need to hydrate so much more because you're adding extra salt.
Yes. Someone's asking, is it okay to follow different workout videos of different YouTubers? Yes. My only thing is make sure if you're watching someone that they're certified to give that information and tips out. You don't want to take someone's suggestions or tips if they're not certified to give it. That's where
Or you can take them, but like just understand it might not work for you.
Yeah. That's where I'm a little sticky with fitness influencers and things who just put a bunch of shit on a video and get people to watch their video and make them think that if they follow that same exact plan, they're going to look like that creator, when that's not the case. So you have to really make sure where you're getting your info is reliable. You don't want to also accidentally hurt yourself because you're following a stranger off the internet. So that's also why G and I preface all the time. We're personal trainers. We're certified through ESA. We have specialties. We know what we're talking about. Other creators don't do that. They just put up things and they get tons of people that do their stuff, and then you don't see the aftermath for some of those folks where they're like, their motivation is down because they didn't hit the goal that the person said they would hit in the time frame that they said they would hit it. You don't see some of the EDs that come out of it because so many people just take for word that that person should give them advice on something.
Yeah.
So be aware, be cautious, but I'm not saying no, you can't do that.
Also, just a tip, if you are somebody who is following a fitness influencer, if their body has not changed throughout, let's say, a year, are they actually doing their workouts? Because if you say you are doing these said workouts every week, every day, watch your drink.
Oh, smart, thanks.
Their body should be changing. And if you don't see that,
I need this.
maybe just question how serious they are about it in the gym and realistically what they're advising. Because as fitness personal trainers, if you claim you're working out 5 to 6 days a week, every day, week, your body will be changing no matter what. So if you don't see any changes, that's another small little thing. Thank you for sending a little disco thing, Zon. I don't know your name, but thank you. What is the safest way to lift weights? First, no weights. You want to make sure your building blocks in this journey is 100% before going up into your journey or into the next step. So my best tip is figure out correct form, alignment, muscles, targeting muscles, the activation parts before you add weight. A lot of people go straight into adding weight, even if it is 2 pounds, 3 pounds, whatever. But until you have those building blocks set in stone and you know your form, you have your correct alignment, you have the correct muscles engaged, do not be adding weight.
Ooh.
Do not be adding weight.
This is a good question. Someone says, and I know some people are going to giggle, but let me finish. Someone asks, I want to grow the breasts. I'm flat. Please advise. So if you didn't know this already,
we are also fat, small chested too.
The itty bitty titty committee, listen, because we're a part of it. If you didn't know, if you focus on your chest, right, your pec muscles, women have pecs. Yes, we do. If you target and you grow your pec muscles, your breasts will grow a little bit. I'm not saying huge, sorry. I'm saying a little bit because your breasts are over your pec muscles. So if you focus on your chest and your pecs, sooner than later, maybe you'll grow them a little bit. I'm not saying do not expect big cup sizes. That's never gonna happen. Sorry, you don't have the genetics. But maybe you can grow them a little bit if you focus on your chest.
We weren't blessed, okay? But yes, pec muscles.
Yeah.
Women have them.
A lot of women just don't focus on them.
We don't focus on them. We don't highlight them because some women just already have bigger breasts, so they don't need to. Some women just don't think they need pec muscles.
Personally, working out, I prefer smaller breasts.
I do too.
They don't get in the way.
Yep.
They don't hurt your back.
Yep.
You can move freely with them.
Yep. I agree.
There's
100%.
positives too, so think positively too.
But that's the only positive, because outside the gym, I want bigger boobs too. So you're not alone.
Practice engaging your core during all workouts. Good
Yes.
advice. Correct. As a corrective exercise, and I specialize in corrective exercise, your core is almost the most important thing you could have when it comes to working out. People don't realize with most exercises involving the gym or just any exercise or workout, your core should be engaged. Stronger core, the better form you have. So that's also why when I have beginners coming into the gym and they want to do weight training, I focus really hard on their core at first to get them stabilized. So when you're lifting weights, you're not teetering, you're not falling, you're not using momentum because you don't have that strong core that you need.
Yeah. Also, another thing that I also want to preface that a lot of people just don't think about in the gym is that you are using your core, or you should be engaging your core in everything. So for those who are like, you have to do specific core exercise to get a core, no, not really. Because if you're doing your exercises and workouts correctly, your core is already engaged throughout your entire workout. And that is a core workout on its own because you're mentally thinking about activating your core. So walking is simply engaging your core. So you don't have to add on an hour's worth of core to just get a core.
Tanya, I think I may have butchered your name, I'm sorry, but she's asking, my weight is so low, how can I increase it? It's literally 40 kilograms and my age is 22. So I have the same issue as well. Gia and I do. When you have fast metabolism, it can be really hard to gain weight. And I've had that issue my entire life. But then I was told by my doctor, I was like, just because other people your age are a certain weight doesn't mean you should be that certain weight. You have to consider your metabolism, how active you are, how much are you eating, like things like that. But for me, how I try to up my weight is by bulking. I bulk and I do bulking phases where I up the weight in my exercises but lower the sets and reps, so then I can max out on how much I'm lifting. And I've realized it helps gain more weight, because your muscle weight is gonna weigh more than fat. So when you gain muscle, you're gonna gain weight. It's just, that's just realistically how it's gonna be.
And that's also another mind blocker too for those who don't necessarily like numbers on a scale. It's a different mindset. So don't think like, oh, I'm gonna gain weight if I work out. Like, that's not good. I'm trying to lose weight. It's a different mindset. You're losing your fat weight, but you're gaining muscle weight. So if you think about it like that and you change your mindset, which it takes a while, but I used to hate standing on a scale. I used to hate it because I was always like, I need to gain weight. And if I lost weight, I was really pissed off. So it's just a different mindset, and it takes each person a different thing.
So this is a great question and something I want to highlight and also preface and emphasize again. Someone's asking, I love training, but how do I get abs in maybe 2 weeks? I can go to the gym. I will tell you right now, realistically, right? I only want to give tips realistically. I don't want to set
High
standards for you that aren't even realistic for you. But realistically, you're not going to get abs in 2 weeks, or at least the abs that you think you want, you're not going to get. It takes years to get the abs that you want, or it takes tons of dedication as well. You can't just go to the gym for 2 weeks and expect a six-pack. That's not going to happen. You need to be consistent. You need to start somewhere, first of all. Don't overdo it. Don't overuse your core. I know a lot of people will overuse their core in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and be tired by the end of the month. You don't want to do that. Your core is consistently going to be engaged when you work out. So the longer you work out, the more consistent you work out, you are engaging your core muscles more. So keep that in mind. It does not take 2 weeks to get abs. Realistically.
And short and skinny and fat, any advice? I'm 20 years old.
What did you just do? Side?
No. Why am I blanking? Medius, maximus, minimus. So ankle, parallel, diagonal.
What?
So these, not these, these, to get the medius. If you don't want to just do the lateral, it doesn't matter. Sometimes as trainers, I kind of forget too, because I'm just like medius, maximus, minimus. I have to think about it for a second.
What the hell did you do this?
Shit, there was a one over here. I'm short and skinny. Any advice? I'm 20. It depends on what you're trying to aim for, girly. How do I get stronger arms?
Years.
Yeah. You just have to slowly start working up with your weight. You need to make sure you're stretching your muscles before you start weightlifting, activating, and making sure intentionally that you are lifting weight versus using momentum in lifting weight. I feel like a lot of beginners or people who are beginning to just bump up their weights, as soon as you go from like 10 pounds to 15, yes, it's only a 5-pound increase, but as soon as you're adding that extra weight, you're changing your entire form. So make sure you're not using momentum. I see a lot of people in the gym using momentum, and what that's just gonna cause is pain and eventually hurting yourself later on. So try to take out the momentum if you can. How do I get muscles, arms, but I can't afford to go to the gym as a teenager? Simply, if you have any weights at home, if you have anything heavy, like I know we have like a rice, we also have rice bags at home. So sometimes if I don't come to the gym, I'll use whatever is heavy enough to lift at the house and use those simple objects.
Use furniture?
Here. Yeah, you can.
During COVID, I used so much different furniture.
Yeah.
For certain things. Like a chair. You can use that as tricep dips. You can use that as decline push-ups. So
a
you
dip
can,
bar.
Yeah.
You can use it as elevated push-ups. You can use it for planks. You can use it for step-ups. You can literally use so many things at home as things you would use in the gym.
Should I lose arm fat to start working out to make it stronger? I mean, the more that you engage that certain muscle, the more you're just gonna lose the arm fat too. So I guess if you just focus more on your arms, the more you do them, again, consistency is key when you want to either lose weight, gain muscle, or just start your fitness routine.
Yeah.
You need consistency. That's the only way it's going to happen.
Oh, thank you for the gift. But these are great questions. If you are somebody who is like, these are great answers, these girls know what they're talking about, I really want to keep joining these lives on a Saturday, and we will offer specialized lives too. We are starting memberships for basics, intermediate, and advanced people, but more so we're going to tailor to beginners because New Year's resolutions right now, everyone's starting to get into the gym. You might want to start off with a group who is supportive, who is starting at the same level as you. So we will be making an announcement when those memberships are ready.
So if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. Keep tabs on our community page.
Yeah.
We will be releasing all of the things you need to know about each tier and membership that we are going to be giving out.
And it's not going to break your bank.
It's not going to break your bank. The most expensive membership will probably be about $25. We will definitely tell you what it entails, but that's for the full month for 2 personal trainers. So think about what it will entail compared to if you were going to a regular gym, how much a personal trainer one-on-one would be.
And right now we understand that going to a gym and having a personal trainer is a commodity because a lot of people can't afford it. And so we understand that aspect. We also work 9-to-5 jobs. We understand that the economy right now is absolute fucking shit. So that might not be even on your brain right now about like finances or whatnot, but we will only be making the most expensive is $25. It will probably start off with like a $5 or a $10 and $15 tier too.
There's going to be 3 different tiers,
Yeah.
but with 3 different prices. But it also, you got to look at which one entails and what one will fit best with you.
Yeah. But if you are here right now and you really like these and you've been joining every single Saturday morning, keep your eye out on the community page.
Ooh, someone wants to know how do I get my calves stronger? Obviously, you can do calf raises. There's many different variations of calf raises. Also, there's different muscles in your calf than just the calf muscles. You have side muscles in your calf as well to target. Most people don't. The easiest thing I can do or show you right now is regular calf raises. A lot of people see that, right? Turn your toes inwards and it will target different sides of your calf. So you could do outwards with your toes pointing inwards. Just to do regular neutral ones. What I like to do also is when you sit down, add a weight to your knee and just use that calf to raise up off the ground.
And what makes sense is like isolation exercises are going to help you a lot more than full body rotations or movements. If you don't know what isolation means, it is strictly just isolating that one muscle and thinking mindfully and thoughtfully. You're only targeting that muscle.
Okay, economy is pretty good. It's just the cost of living sucks.
If you're in the U.S.
So correct.
If you're in the U.S.
So correct
right
on that. Someone goes, why do you have to go to the gym? You don't have to.
You don't have to.
As a personal trainer, I will tell you right now, you could have the goal and the body that you want and not even step foot in a gym. This is more specifically for those who want to weight train, those who have wanted to weight train but don't know what to do, don't want to figure out a plan, don't know corrective form.
Don't know where to start.
The place to start. Gia and I are going to be dedicating a bunch of time to just making workouts for you guys, weekly workouts. We're going to do streams, and on that stream, like today, we're going to be doing the workout that we set out for that week. So we can go through the form, we can talk about what muscles it should target if you're not feeling if you're not feeling the muscle that it should be targeted. So if that interests you, we're going to be putting that out as well. Why do you both become trainers? G and I, again, come from a really athletic and fitness family, so it kind of was ingrained in us. And when we moved out of the sports industry, we just wanted to stay fit and healthy as possible. Gia and I are prone to get type 2 diabetes as well, and we've been
Diabetic
told,
gang.
yeah, so we've been told if you can try to eat a little bit healthier, if you can become not more active, but keep your health and fitness a priority, maybe you can mitigate when we will get type 2 diabetes, or maybe we won't get type 2 because we are able to, one, catch it in time, but two, a lot of people don't realize health and fitness can help with some of those not predisposed diseases or illnesses, but
Someone's asking, how do you use
catch it.
a stomach weight? I don't
What the
know
hell is
what
that?
that is. Maybe I've never ever used that, never heard of that, never seen it in person. The one thing I do know is like the stomach wrap that helps you like burn calories faster. But just subsurface mind thinking. Burning calories, if you want to, like how calories are burned, if you want to say like, oh, I want to burn calories faster or whatever, when your core temp is high.
Why do you do the most weirdest exercises alive?
I don't know. When your core temp is high, you are burning calories. You're actively burning calories. That means you're resting, it's above resting heart rate. When you are working out, like running, for an example, and if you, next time are running or doing any cardio, touch your stomach. If it's cold, you're burning calories. Point blank. So for those who are like, oh, I can't, like, I want to lose calories faster. How do I do that? How do I get whatever? Cardio or just anything that makes your core temp high.
How do you get voluptuous gluteus maximus? I love it.
I'm still
that question.
I am still working on it. And I have been in the gym since I was 16. And so it takes a lot of time.
Dedication,
Be dedicated. The one thing that I can give a tip on for those who are wanting a bigger butt. Creatine, but also glute activations before your workout. I never really took stretching important when I was younger.
I need your phone.
And I definitely think now, looking back and with all the research and knowledge I know as a trainer, go do your fucking stretches. Go do that. Go do a glute activation. And if you want, what is a glute activation? I can make a video for you. Or the next live, you can ask that and I show you. We did it this morning, but glute activations or just activation of the muscle prior to your exercise is going to help you so much more. I kid you not, I saw results faster when I did when I started doing glute activations versus when I didn't do glute activations.
Someone's asking how to do pull-ups without a pull-up bar. Really great question. If you kind of think about it, you don't really need to do pull-ups on a pull-up bar to target your back muscles. You could do lat pull downs. Those also target the same muscles a pull-up does if you don't have a pull-up bar. You could use dumbbells. You could do, inverted rows. Do anything that you could target your back as well to strengthen your back prior to doing pull-ups. But what I would say is if you don't have a pull-up bar, do the lat pull downs.
Yeah.
You definitely will strengthen those back muscles even if you don't have a pull-up bar.
I have to get one of the ropes, so don't leave this place.
Impressive deltoids. Thank you.
Give me 2 seconds.
I want to lose weight, but I can't go to the gym, so should I do squats and stuff like that at home? There's so many home workouts that people can do, even if you're beginners, you're intermediate, or advanced. G and I can make a video on all home gym or home exercises.
We
have some during COVID.
May and I held home workouts in COVID or during COVID. So we definitely can do that for you guys. Let us know just in the community page, but also whenever we drop videos, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a short, whether it's just anything, just comment your ideas. We try our best to go through our comments and either at least react to them or sometimes answer you guys. But that's the best way. We want our page to be collaborative with you all. I feel like a lot of creators today are unrealistic and not relatable. So
Someone is asking, how do I strengthen my knee? Because
Good
you have
question.
weak knees.
good question.
You could do squats.
Yeah.
You could do even free body weight. Just doing, I wish here at our gym, I wish we had like an incline board. I cannot find it at the moment, but you can even simply do these standing. You could hold something, but I can do my right knee. I'm trying to figure out what knee is closest to the camera. But if you hold something, if your balance is not that great, just slowly bending and strengthening your knees, doing a few sets of these a day will definitely help your knee joints strengthen a little bit. I will say do quad extensions. What other ones? Leg curls are also great.
Knee stretches. A lot of people don't realize a lot of knee and ankle pain come from tight quads and hamstrings. So a lot of the things that I suggest first, if people are like, I have really bad knees, like I can't do this, it hurts, blah, blah, blah. One, did you stretch your quads? Did you stretch your hamstrings prior to working out?
Reverse incline treadmill definitely helps. If you don't know what that is, get on a treadmill, incline it, go slow, turn backwards, and walk backwards, because it will definitely, you'll feel it in your quad, you'll feel it in your knees. But that was a great tip, Wonder Sloffer. I'm sorry if I butchered that.
Yeah.
But that is a great tip. Thank you for saying that.
And I love how people are willing to also add their intake and advice.
Or like what
this
helps for you
very
can maybe
helpful.
help someone else. But again, please only give tips if it's helped you, or if you know for sure you're not going to injure someone else. Again, we want to say, if you try any of these exercises, any of these workouts, go slow, go easy, and then build your way up. You do not want to injure yourself if you don't know the correct form, if you don't have someone watching you, if you're still a beginner. Definitely
Thank you for the
be aware.
gift to you guys. Another tip for those.
I'm done with this. I don't know what you're doing.
I did pull throughs.
Oh.
For those are like, oh, that doesn't work your muscles, like you need weight, blah, blah, blah. False, actually. I would rather do a full body weight workout intentionally and making sure I am doing it 100%, because I'm gonna get better results than going right into 10 pounds and fucking up my back. Because I'm not doing the right alignment, I'm not focused on my core, I'm not engaging the right muscles. So yes, I would rather take a body weight workout than added weight if I don't know the full alignment.
Do you want to go to core
stuff first? What workouts are good for the time a month?
Ooh. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay. I personally don't really change my workouts based off that time of the month, but I will say for women, if you feel a little weaker, if you don't have the energy, if you don't have the motivation, you don't have to go. I like to tell my clients, more specifically the women, to listen to your body more through that week, if it's that time of the month, and truly listen to your body. If you don't have the energy to go and you don't have the power to make it an effective workout, just don't go. 1 week is not going to kill you.
Yeah.
But maybe instead of weight training, you could go for a walk, you could go for a bike ride, you could maybe jog, run. I don't know.
Fuck that. I'm not running during my period.
Do something to keep your heart rate up, even though it's that time of the month. But for me, what I do for the time of the month, I will still come to the gym. I will still work out if I have the motivation and I know I can actually do an effective workout. But I will tell you right now, my weight goes down. I can't lift as heavy as I usually can.
Facts.
And so don't beat yourself up about that. Go down in weight, adjust it to you and what feels good to you. Your body is going through a lot during that time of the month. So be kind to yourself And if you're a little weak or weaker than usual, it's frustrating as hell. I totally understand it, but it's just, we gotta live with it. We gotta roll with the punches at this point.
Also, I see with my clients a lot of people canceling their workouts during that time of month, and that is 100% okay. Be a couch potato. Go get some chocolate. Go treat yourself, because being a woman is so hard. So hard. And
we have to deal with a lot,
we have to deal with
bodily functions.
A lot of things. And that is just before even stepping out of the house.
Yep.
Okay? So understand that your body comes first. Always listen to it. You are the only person that knows your body the best. So if that means you're motivated and you want to go to the gym, great. If that means, nope, I'm going to sit back, I'm going to put a hot pad on my uterus and I'm going to eat chocolate in bed, do that. One, it helps with your mental health, more so like you're not thinking the gym is a task versus a positive connection. So just another mindset thing.
Okay. What's another question here?
The last thing is open and close thigh machines.
Oh, okay.
After this.
Shut up, John. I don't know what John said, but you know what? If a woman is saying shut up to a man, I always agree.
And especially about a woman's body. Men do not have a place to tell us point blank on how to feel, what it feels like, and if we are right or wrong, because you have never been a woman.
What is someone saying? Hi, Nicole. How are you?
Are you going to do tries?
Yeah, I can do my tries. I haven't done that. Here, Jean.
Thank you. How can I change my hip dip? It depends on a couple things. One, are you using a bench as your hip dip? Are you using a chair? Are you doing it on the ground? How are you doing them? Second, foot placement. You want your feet at a 90 degrees. So depending on where that is. Oh wait, hip dip, like side plank dips, like that? Or are you thinking like tricep dips?
You put this.
For a hip dip, for somebody who wants to do it better or find an alternative, what I really like to do is just grab weights and I stand and I do like oblique dips. I don't do hip dips.
What are shoulder bumps?
Are they saying I have it?
No.
Oh.
They're saying, do you guys have workouts for shoulder bumps? I'm not really sure what a shoulder bump is. Is it literally a bump on your shoulder?
I don't know. Explain what a shoulder bump is, please. And then maybe more, I can think of a better answer. But yeah.
Core is mostly upper abs, yes or no? It depends what type of core exercises you're doing. There's many different core exercises that target specifically upper, lower, mid, or all. So if you didn't know that, there's definitely many different core exercises that target your entire core. Some upper, some lower, or just the middle. So it's really what you prefer and what you want to do. I have a perfect diagram of different core exercises and what they target. Let me see if I can, do you know how to put it up here?
What?
Like if I took a screenshot, is there a way to like put something up there?
No, there's no.
Okay, wait, pause. Everyone who wants to know the different core exercises that target different like sections of your core, get ready to screenshot, okay? I'm gonna put up something that I give to my clients. That one, show them how to do the exercises. It tells you what it focuses on and everything. Okay, get ready to screenshot. Everyone ready?
Yeah. Again, we don't gatekeep, okay, guys?
Screenshot. I don't know how long to put this up, but screenshot while you can. It tells you up top what it targets, and then it goes down the rows. It's my favorite thing I give to clients, and I'm giving it to you for free because I don't gatekeep. So screenshot this, people. I'm gonna put it down shortly. If you want it again, I can put it up there again. But
I'm just gonna hit you, so I just don't want you to.
But this diagram is my favorite thing to give to my clients and talk to them about it, because there's so many different core exercises that target all different sections of your core, if that's something that you really want to focus on. Let me know if I need to put it back up there so you can screenshot it, or if you found that helpful.
Oh my God, I thought how do I get an hourglass stomach? The way that I got mine, and it's not even hourglass, okay? But to help with bloating, first you want to target bloating because that's the extra stuff on top of your abs.
Love from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Same back. Hope
you guys are doing well.
I'm so sorry about
I know you're not doing well.
That you're in.
Yeah, I know you're not doing well, but like physically, I hope you're staying safe.
Yeah.
But going back to the hourglass abs, focus on bloating first. That should be your first thing. Whether that means you're doing a detox, like I mentioned in the beginning of this live, or if you're doing more like cardio to sweat off the extra fat, whatever.
Amira, I want to answer your question about your shoulder bumps. So give me a second. I'm going to look it up to see what it looks like, to see if I can tell what it is. Again, I don't want to go out of my scope of practice. Yeah. So I'm going to just see what shoulder bumps are, because personally, I've never had a client with those.
All of you.
Don't feel ashamed though if you have them.
All of you watching
I'm sorry
this
if that
right
felt
now.
Ashamed.
If a fitness influencer has not yet said, I don't know your question because it's outside of my scope of practice, they are bullshitting you. Because it's okay to say you don't know. You will not know everything about a certain body type, your health journey, whatever. But the real people who understand and are certified to help you will tell you it is outside my scope of practice. Just like a physician would tell you if you had a question about something and it wasn't in their scope of practice.
Is that what you're referring to? Is that a shoulder bump?
Is that not just your clavicle coming out of your shoulder?
No, it could also just be like a
cyst. Those are cysts.
Swelling?
Those are cysts.
I don't know.
I also was a pre-med student. That looks like a cyst to me. But it could also, shoulder bumps or bumps in general, could be a knot in your muscle. I'm just saying that. So like, depending on what it is, could you give me some advice on my last question? It was, yes, I just don't, there. Thank you, Ethan.
I mean,
hold on.
Shoulder bumps could also be like muscle tightness.
No, yeah, like
so
it's
I
a
don't
knot,
know
like it's a knot in your muscle. That's what I said too. But I've never seen an actual muscle bump, so double check that.
It's saying, if you want me to give you advice on what I'm seeing, it's saying you can help it with targeted strength training. So your shoulders, if you have a shoulder bump, your mobility work, your rotator cuffs, everything, stretch, your postural correction. So maybe it's the way you're walking, start trying to walk upright, right? It's also saying rotator cuff work. That's what I literally just said. Trigger point therapy, it's suggesting. So I don't want to give you tips and tricks because it's outside my scope of practice, but personally, if it maybe is a muscle buildup, or what do you call it?
Why a knot?
Yeah, if it's a muscle knot, try to
roll it
stretch.
Out. Ethan had a really good question. So I'm going to read the entire thing. Hey, I'm becoming a police officer and most of the testing revolves around cardio and speed workouts. I normally run for 5 miles with walking breaks. Would it be better to keep doing that or run until I can't anymore, which would probably be 3 miles? That's a very good question.
I have just a question in general with that because I I low-key have looked at the fitness test for Seattle police officers to do, and it didn't show much cardio. But I'm not training to be a police officer, so I really don't know the cardio aspect. But I don't know what they suggest far you should be able to run. Maybe if we know that, I could give you a little bit more tips. But if I don't know if you should run walk 5 miles.
Yeah. So some things that I would do, maybe to help with sprinting and speed, is sprints. 200, 200 or 200 or 300 sprints. 200 is a candy cane for on a track, if that's helpful for physically people who have to physically see what 200 meters is, or 100 meters is also a really good one. Something to help with speed is static. God, what is it called? It's not static stretching or static exercises, where you are implementing a pulse throughout that exercise, which is giving that tension to the muscle that you're using to make it a lot stronger. Things to help with speed workouts. Interval training, HIIT training. HIITs are considered, the acronym is high interval intensity training, which means you're pretty much keeping your heart rate above a certain set pace the entire time. My favorite type of HIIT workout is Tabata. So it's like 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. But you're giving yourself less breaks because you're keeping your heart rate up. But with speed and functional training, like what you're trying to do, long distance is fine, but if you're trying to get that innate speed, it is different training. I wouldn't just do long training, like long run trainings. But that was a good question.
Not gonna lie, you would be a good police. I mean, I've thought about it.
I would get my ass shot in 2 seconds.
Like low key, and I don't know if there's loopholes in this, so if you're an police officer or you know the steps to become a detective, I genuinely would be a detective if I did not have to spend 7 years as a patrol officer. But I understand you have to get experience in things and be in the workforce for a while before going up. But I personally don't like the idea of being a patrol officer. I just want to become a detective. But gotta pick my battles somewhere. So if there's any loopholes that you guys know of that I would not have to be on the force for 7 years.
Can you go click the colored comments? For people who have really like quick questions and or important questions they want us to ask, you don't have to pay a lot of money, like 99 cents, but it will highlight your full question. And just like Ethan's doing, you can just keep asking us, like if we miss it or whatnot. But if you have an important question, 99 cents will highlight your entire comment. So it will help us kind of like prioritize which one we're reading.
Okay, so Ethan in Canada. Okay, so you live in Canada. Training, we have to do a shuttle run, which is a 40-meter dash. Okay, at every level, the speed increases. It's about 0.85 miles. Okay, so the 40-meter dash, that's interval training. So if you can start your interval training now, and if you know already the 40-meter dash is as far as you have to go and you don't have to go beyond that, just start doing intervals of the 40-yard dash.
Yeah.
Just start doing that. Time yourself. You'll get quicker and quicker the more you do it. And then you have to do a 1.5 mile run in 12 minutes. Well, I'm not sure what your mile time is, but so if you can do 5 miles on and off, I feel like you can slowly build your cardio increase to be able to sustain the 1.5 miles. But for that, I don't know how far you can go before you're out of breath and have to stop for a long run. So that you have to also take that into consideration. Let's say you can run 3 miles straight, but your 3-mile time is 30 minutes. That means each mile's 10 minutes long. So you would need to cut down that mile time to be able to hit 12 minutes in 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
So I would cut down your distance, but pick up your speed work.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
But also start adding like maybe a weighted vest. I feel like a lot of police officers, and just kind of like observe what are police officers wearing out and about, because that's usually what you'll be wearing. So add like a weighted vest, because you're gonna have stuff on you, and if you're training without that, you might be faster than what you will actually be with your gear on. So the best way to prep is to just act as if you already have everything on yourself. Again, we have never been part of the police academy. We have never done anything like that. So just from observations. I can do 1.5 miles in 11 minutes. I just want to keep improving.
Okay. Yeah. So then I would say, genuinely, I don't know when you're planning on doing your police assessment test, but leading up to it, I would say keep doing the 1.5 miles at a pace that you feel comfortable with, and just keep doing it consistently. The longer you do it, the quicker your speed's going to be.
I'm going to the in and outer thigh,
and then walk,
and then core.
Oh, okay. But Ethan, good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Sir, I don't really know how to refer to you.
And also just keep us updated if you have done this. What's it called?
Also,
when you do this,
I could also say, Ethan, you probably are way ahead of most people. So you probably are right on track or even above track.
Yeah. We're doing
Jesse, I can answer your question about your diarrhea, but I don't know if you're being serious or joking.
Sorry, I'm just moving it this way so you guys can see the actual exercise.
I will answer it just because you would like me to, but
the fuck is doing 200
I think you know
it?
the answer, and I don't think you're being serious, but I will answer it because I have the time.
Yeah.
He asks, when I run, sometimes when I run, I have severe diarrhea. My question is, do you think I should stop running?
that was this.
Or just stop eating Taco Bell before running? Sir,
I would stop eating Taco Bell before running.
I am extremely worried why you would be eating Taco Bell before a run.
I am too, genuinely.
But
one, nutrition, but also just, I mean, are you asking to blow up the toilet on your run?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That is so funny. Also, ladies, whoever was asking about getting a peach for the summer or just enhancing your butt and trying to figure it out, outer thigh machine, simply leaning forward is going to target your glutes versus leaning upright is going to target your quads and hamstrings. So just a small tip if you want to just grow your peach, just lean forward and really activate those glute
someone
muscles.
else is coming in.
And a perfect way to see that is if you're sitting on the edge of your seat like I am, and then you just kind of reach in front of you and get that flat back, but it's immediately going to target those outer glute muscles. And it really actually does hurt. But by just simply leaning forward is going to do so much more for you than leaning upright. But again, depending on what you're trying to focus on, glute, lean forward. Hamstrings and quads, lean upright.
Okay, Michelle, it says you are saying you're 10 years old and I need to lose weight. Do you have any advice for me? I mean,
that's adolescent fitness.
I know, that's adolescent fitness, and Jay and I do not specialize in adolescent fitness as of right now. I am thinking about adding that as a specialty, but I will say for those younger kids who are still growing, be very careful. I don't think weight training is the answer to your losing weight goals. I think just being a little bit more active could easily do that. Go for a walk, maybe go for a little sprint.
Maybe
bike.
Changing certain foods.
Yeah, but again, you're 10. I don't know how much you control on your diet.
I think if you are younger than 15, enjoy your youth.
Why are we at 110?
I'm focusing on my glutes. So if you want to focus on your quads and hamstrings, sit upright. If you want to do glutes, lean forward. But you can change your weight.
She's on crack.
Again, ladies, I'm just trying to gain a peach, okay? It takes a long time. I'll do anything to lose weight, even if it means not eating. Well, that's not healthy. If you want to lose weight, you kind of have to still eat food to even just be alive. Just a pro tip or advice, an average human should be consuming 3,000 calories a day. Just a standard of 3,000. And I bet and guarantee you, more than half of you probably do not hit 3,000 calories per day. I don't. May doesn't.
I'm done with this.
But that is the...
I know. I need to get better at actually targeting my calorie goal. It's just eating so hard sometimes.
Guys, of your 10 to 12, please. You don't need to lose weight. Exercise is good for you, but don't starve. Just enjoy being a kid.
That's what I'm saying. You're young only for a certain amount of time.
Enjoy.
Why did it just... Did he connect his phone?
Why is it so loud? So at our gym, you can connect your phone to Bluetooth.
Did he?
To like the overhead speakers and play your own song and make like a cue. And I think the guy that just came on because
why did that get exponentially faster?
Exponentially so much louder for no reason.
I mean, it's a great song, but we're gonna get copyrighted for this.
Hopefully not. Say my name, Brittany. Hello. And then also, ladies, for those who are doing, I can do a full video on my glute exercises, but don't keep doing the same exercises over and over, okay? So like for this, for an example, I did full rotations. Now I'm doing pulses on the outside rotation. So you're never gonna do your exercises 100% the same.
I love cookies. 1, 2, 3. How do you lose fat on your thighs? This is a perfect exercise. This is your targeting your outer thigh. We're gonna move.
No, if you're sitting upright, it's targeting.
Yes, but the machine
yes,
usually targets your outer thigh. If you are someone who doesn't know the ins and outs of working out, G is currently on the outer thigh machine. So if you go to the gym and you're like, what was the machine that G was using? It's the outer thigh machine, or adduction and abduction is also another way to say it. We're gonna go to the inner thigh one, which is adduction. Abduction is out, right?
Ab is out, ad is in.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I said. Okay, here. So you just added a pulse?
Can you lose weight from not eating? Yes, but it's very unhealthy. I'm so insecure. How many miles do you think I should do? For what? For just, like, in general? Or are you training for something? I don't know.
Oh, my butt.
If you don't eat you're answering. Thank you for those who are also answering people that I cannot get to right away. How do you quickly strengthen specifically your big toe?
Why do you even?
Because I thought at the beginning of the question it looked legit. We are twins.
Okay, are you moving to that one? Or do you have another set?
I have another set.
Okay.
What? Nothing. Okay, this is my last one too, so. This hurts like an ass, actually.
How do you build muscles in your arms? Obviously, it is being consistent with your upper body exercises, making sure you're doing push and pull exercises. You don't just want to do one of them. And then focusing on certain muscles that you want to grow. I think consistency, though, is key to every single goal, fitness goal that you want. You can't just expect your body to look a certain way without putting the effort and the work into it. A lot of people expect it, and that's just not the case. That's one of the main reasons why creating the habit of working out is hard because people don't have the consistency. I don't want to say have weak minds, but you need to be mentally strong to consistently go to the gym, right? You need to motivate yourself. You need to be able to get up when it's hard. You need to do it even if you don't want to do it. Like things like that, you have to strengthen so you can easily make working out a habit. It's not easy, but if you can slowly build your mentality and
So this is the inner thigh machine, the one where you bring your legs together. This is going to be great for your quads and hamstrings. Again, for those who want to more focus on your quads and hamstrings, you don't necessarily want to lounge back. You want to be upright. So no matter if you have a gap between your butt and this, that's okay. As long as your core is engaged, your back is straight, you'll be fine. But if you do have problems with your back, then yes, sit all the way back, but understand you're not using momentum for these. These are strictly just your hamstrings and your quads and sometimes your calves.
Gotta learn to be okay being uncomfortable. And I think that's one of the hardest things. It's really hard to teach yourself if you didn't have it or learn it early on. Your mentality, it's not strong, that's the hardest part to work on. It's not getting yourself to the gym. It's not lifting the actual weights. It's actually telling yourself, this is what I want to do it. I should do it. I'm gonna go. But most people don't follow through and don't go. So that's why we talk about external and internal motivations for the beginners who maybe can't find the motivation in themselves right now, but you can use external factors like, okay, if I go to the gym, I can get a treat. Or if I go to the gym, I can
go do something you want.
Go hang out with friends or something. Like, super simple. It doesn't have to be food based. If this dude could turn down the music, that would be much fucking appreciated.
I know, I don't get why it got so loud.
But, sorry, I just lost track of thought. Yeah, just external, internal motivations.
Let me just scroll all the way down here. Hold on. Yo, what's up? What are the best exercises for posture? Honestly, standing upright in perfect posture, holding weights, walking back and forth.
Farmer's carries.
Farmer carries.
Kettlebell carries, if you want to call them that.
They're just called different things.
You need a strong core for that, though. You don't want to be leaning to one side. You want to be upright, holding extra weight. Tighten that core. Tighten your shoulders back, your back.
What are the ones where you're holding your weights and you're doing like shoulder
shrugs?
Shoulder shrugs are great. Hanging mans or whatever they're called when you're just hanging by a bar
to release the tension in your back.
Yeah. But that helps with your posture.
Yep.
What are they called? They're not hanging man. I don't know what they're called. But I call them hangs.
Okay. Because you're hanging.
Yeah.
So.
How can I help you with your arch posture? What arch posture?
What is an arch posture?
Does it affect your muscle gain?
Gee, I'm done with this.
Can your wrist get smaller by working out? The diameter of your wrist, maybe because of the muscles, but your wrist itself will not get smaller. Are you going to do core?
Well, he's in here, so I don't know.
He is? I thought he moved to another place.
I don't know.
Can you go check?
Yeah.
And then I'll see if we're going to do core over here. How to get fit at home. We have a few at-home workouts on our channel. He moved?
Yeah.
Okay. So go check those out. But if you want at-home exercises, make sure to join our membership because we can also do a tagline of like home gyms. We don't have a home gym, but we have weights at home and we'll use home equipment. If that is helpful, let us know.
Thank you, Dawn, for the positive comment. Y'all's content's so amazing and motivating.
Thank
you so much.
We try to be very realistic and not very relatable, because we are relatable in general, but we're not like the normal LA creators. Okay.
Does memberships come with a cup of noodle? I wish. I wish I could give every single person who signs up for the memberships some cup of noodles, because I know they might not be the greatest for you, but hey, I eat them too. I love them.
Actually, they're perfect for a sodium intake after a workout. And your drink is up there. But like after a really long run, I ate a cup of noodles,
Like,
because
guys,
you need to replenish your salts. That is a lot of carbs in general. So whoever says they're not healthy, they are for after a long run.
like, guys, for half marathons and full marathons, or at least the Seattle ones, they give out cup of noodles at the end, because you need to replenish the salt.
And it's cold outside,
it's perfect.
and it's brothy,
and it's some carbs.
And it's carbs and sodium.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Can your waist get smaller by working out? I mean, yes, it can.
Mm-hmm.
Will it for you personally? Maybe, maybe not. Again, working out is not one shoe fits all type of thing. Working out is very catered to whoever is working out. Even friends or even couples and partners, if they work out together, they're not going to look the same.
Also, we are now starting core. So for those who are like, how do I get a flat stomach? How do I do this? Blah, blah, blah. Take inventory of what we are doing. Another tip from a personal trainer who started doing this because she learned it: adding weight and doing functional core exercises is actually going to help you shape and form those muscles, your core, your abdominals, a lot quicker than if you're just doing laying down on the floor core exercises. A lot of these exercises that I'm doing are functional. So again, when I talked about it in the beginning, functional training for me is a priority, because later in life, I want to have my mobility. I want to be able to lift my children above my head. I want to be able to lift groceries or boxes or whatever when I'm older above my head. So adding weight to core is another way to shape and sculpt your muscles a little bit quicker. Not saying it will help everybody or everyone can do it, but it has helped me at least maintain my core a lot stronger and or stay more toned longer than if I was just on the ground doing it versus adding weight. So take note. If you have questions, ask. If we missed a question, don't hesitate to ask it again.
Someone's asking about, is it okay to drink soda once a week? I will tell you right now, to do with anything in diets or nutrition. G and I do have specialized in nutrition. But what I like to tell my own personal clients is, don't really think of it as a diet. I don't believe in diets. Personally, I don't.
I don't either.
I like to switch the mindset of my clients and say, think moderation. You should never have to completely get rid of some type of food or sweets or soda out of your diet if you are trying to better yourself in health and fitness. Because here's one thing that people don't really understand is, once you say diet, once you take something out of your said diet, in your brain, you are telling yourself, okay, I'm taking it out, I'm removing it, even though you still want it. But chemically in your brain, when you take something out of your diet, it's going to make you want to crave it even more. It's scientifically proven. You take it out of your diet, you're going to crave it more. And that's where a lot of people get into a cycle of relapsing and not continuing their fitness journey, because they are completely obsessed over that one thing that they got rid of. So as an example for moderation, I like to use the example of a dozen donuts, right? You can eat donuts. You shouldn't have to take them out of your diet, but do you need 12 donuts in one sitting? Or could you spread out the donuts throughout the week, right? It's moderation. You don't need 12 donuts in one sitting. You might eat them. I sometimes do that, but do you need to do that if you're thinking about your health and fitness journey? No, you can have 2 donuts a day, 1 donut a day, or make the donuts your external motivation, being like, if I go to the gym, I can come back and eat that donut. So I just tell my clients moderation is better than just purely taking something out of your diet because you think it's bad for you. Smash or pass Flynn Rider? Fucking pass. I'm gay. I'm not doing that shit.
Are you gonna do core?
Yeah, but we have...
I know, but like, I'm gonna just keep doing my core if you're not gonna jump in.
No, you can. I'm actually done. I want to walk it out and go home.
Okay.
I'll just answer questions when you're doing that. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Where's the gym?
In our
Somewhere
hometown.
in Seattle.
We don't like
How are you
physically
not
telling
fit?
our stuff.
I mean, what do you
I-
mean? How are you not fit?
I can do a
We
half
never
marathon.
once said we can't.
I can do a half
aren't
marathon, which 1% of the population can only say. So
The weight that G is holding, is there anything you would recommend for me to do at home with it? So what G is holding is a kettlebell. You could do these side bends for your core. You could do all core exercises with a kettlebell. You could do legs with a kettlebell. You could do arms with a kettlebell. There's so many things you can do with a
actually,
kettlebell.
I just did that. Sorry.
At home if you have kettlebells. So because of the handle, they're very versatile in what you want to do. The abs are abbing. Is your sister single? She is single. Are you a girl? I am a girl. By the way, lesbian high five from across the globe. Hi. I've seen a lot of torn muscles from kettlebells. I mean, working out, you can always injure yourself just like any other sport or physical exercise that you do. But that's why corrective exercise, for me, my specialty is corrective exercise. That's why form is crucial. It is the starting point and building block that you should build upon if you're a beginner. That's why I emphasize it and think it is one of the most important things you can do when you're a beginner is to focus on your form. That will help you in the long run to prevent injury when you do add weight or whatever. But I see way too many times beginners starting with too heavy of a weight, injuring themselves, and then not being able to continue their fitness journey because they have done that. So go easier, go lighter if you're a beginner. Don't worry about looking like you're weak in the gym. Most people aren't even looking at you. Or at least most people shouldn't be staring at you. It's weird when that happens, but most of the time, most people are in the gym focusing on themselves, getting the workout done, and leaving. So it doesn't really matter. Honestly, to me, when I see people in the gym and they're working out with lighter weights, in my head, I'm applauding them because they are going back to the fundamentals of working out instead of hurting themselves even more. Do you guys speak English?
What have we been speaking this entire time?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bonjour, ça va? Ni hao ma.
I want to do press ups. What is the best thing it does for the body? Press ups?
Press ups. Like push ups?
I don't know.
Or press ups? Because like I don't know what a press up, but a push up.
Or a pull up? Are you talking about that? What's the average age to start working out in the gym? I don't really know that statistically, but I will say usually people who leave high school and go into college, unless you were brought up in a family that worked out and you already have that ingrained in yourself, usually college kids is those who start to focus more on their health and fitness more often. But I could be wrong. Sometimes there's also older people that realize or something really traumatic has happened to them and they want to strengthen their bodies. So I don't know what the average is. I just know what my clients' ages are. But yeah, push-ups. They meant push-ups. What was the question with push-ups? How old are you guys? G and I are 26. Y'all look so pretty. Thank you, Liv. Much appreciated. What are exercises can you recommend if I want to work out my legs and thighs without the gym equipment since there are no gyms near me?
Resistance bands.
Resistance bands is great.
I linked it in the bio as well. Or not bio, in the shopping bag, because a lot of people asked about last time what resistance bands we use, but I linked it.
Yeah, and if you have any dumbbells or kettlebells or a weight vest or sometimes ankle weights are also great for home.
These sliding plates are really fun, but I would need to link them. But
I also think sliding plates are more advanced than beginners.
yep.
You should be able to do a normal, like what G's doing. If you just did mountain climbers or even toe taps to begin with, that's beginner friendly. G's just doing a little bit harder alternative to this, to normal toe taps. Push-ups, are you asking what do push-ups do for the body? It targets your chest, triceps, forearms, your back, your core. It targets a lot in one exercise, which is great. So if you don't have a ton of time, push-ups are great because it targets so many different muscles in one exercise. Can you do push-ups without standing on your back? No, because I can't do anything above probably an extra 50 pounds on my back at the moment.
Bro, I would break my back if I tried.
But it also depends on what you have been targeting. Some people train with extra weight. Others do decline push-ups, which I do. I don't really do weighted push-ups, or I haven't in a while, just because personally for me, I don't need to add weight to do a push-up. I can just do however many reps of push-ups I want to do, but do different types of push-ups, you know? Lunges, they suck, but they get the job done. I completely agree with that statement.
For what?
Just lunges in general.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what? I'm so happy I saw your live. Hi.
Welcome.
Good
Is this your first
morning.
live? And if so, welcome to the fam.
How's your day going? It's going pretty well, actually.
It just started.
Are about to finish this workout, or once G's done with core, I think we're gonna go walk on the treadmill for a second, go home, start the day. Are you guys together? No, G and I are twins. That would be called incest if we were. Jesus. I exercise a lot, but instead I gain weight. G and I touched on this question or concern that a lot of people have. G and I get the question a lot of, I want to lose weight, but does strength training help with that? It's a yes, no answer. Yes, you'll lose weight. No, you will gain weight as well. Because, hear me out, and I get a lot of pushback when I say this, but if you know your body and you know the science behind it, fat and muscle weigh differently. Saying that right now, and I know some people are gonna be like, no, it doesn't. One weight of fat and one weight of muscle is gonna weigh the same. No, the fuck it's not. Weight or fat weighs less than muscle mass. So if you're doing weight training, right, and you want to lose fat, you will lose fat, but you will gain healthy weight. There's no such thing as completely losing all of the weight you want when you're working out. You'll just gain healthy weight, right?
But again, that's a different mindset. A lot of people, like myself included, did not like numbers. I didn't like stepping on the scale. I didn't like seeing how I was gaining weight versus losing weight. But it's a mindset, and you have to change it to be in order to make a positive connection. And that mindset is just simply knowing the difference between fat and muscle.
Yeah. And someone goes lighten up. I mean, I usually do lighten up with that question. It's just in the past few times when we have tried to explain the difference between the weight of fat and muscle, we got so many negative comments saying, one, you don't know what you're talking about. Two, That's not correct. 3, whatever. I'm telling you right now, there is a difference between weight and density of fat and muscle mass.
And if you don't believe
think that,
just look it up. Do some research.
go do research on your own, whatever you want to do. But we're telling you right now, there's a difference between fat weight and muscle weight. Muscle weighs more. So it's a yes or no answer to, will I lose weight or will I gain weight?
Yeah. Do you want to walk it out, or do we still have to film for our vlog?
I don't know what time it is. Oh, it's 5:30?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to walk it out because I
Okay.
feel like I...
Okay, then let's go walk it out.
Okay.
And then we'll film the rest after.
Okay, will you grab my energy drink?
Yep.
I'm gonna go... I want to try out these new treadmills that we got. I'm 12 and lift weights a lot, and he stretches for muscle soreness. I will say, I don't think a lot... We can't be right underneath the
And go there.
speaker. I will say, for those who feel really sore after an exercise, 1, that's great. It means you pushed yourself and that workout was productive for you.
You can charge your phone?
Apparently with the new ones. But what a lot of people don't know is that there's 2 different types of stretches you should do when you're working out. One, stretch before a workout, and that's what most people know about. And some people know to stretch afterwards, right? So there's different stretches though. For before a workout, you want to do dynamic stretches. If you don't...
It is charging.
Okay, I don't care.
Sorry.
If you don't know what dynamic stretches is, it's usually stretches, but you're moving, right? You're getting your body ready to warm up for your workout. So an example of a dynamic stretch could be lunges or something like that, high knees, something just to like warm your body up and stretch. When you're done working out, and a lot of people will just skip right over it because they just want to leave, but you should do static stretches, which means you're holding a certain position for a certain amount of time after your workout. You shouldn't be doing that before your workout. You should do it after your workout. So there's 2 very different stretchings that you can do. Just not a lot of people know that. G's reaction. So we just got new treadmills here.
This is the Precor or whatever, and it's like the newest edition. So this is the first time I've seen it in our gym, and just the new gadgets on a new treadmill. It charges your phone. You can connect your Apple Watch for this like exact thing just by like touching the screen with your Apple Watch.
That's so cool.
And this like maybe I can show you guys, like, give me the phone, what I'm looking at, because it is actually really cool. I don't know why I geek over these, but like this is the whole new setup. This is what we were working with, right? We have like 5-10 of these, but we just got like 3 of these new like screen ones, but like you can charge your phone right here. You connect to your watch just by tapping that, and it like automatically connects up here. And I don't know, I was just geeking out over it because I just thought it was so cool.
Someone's asking, what is the pain of abs 1 to 10? I don't even know what that means. What is the pain of doing ab exercises, or what is the pain to get exercises out of 1 to 10?
Oh yeah, so it has to stay. Oh, God forbid you go on a walk actually being outside. How boring would that be? I'm actually gonna go on an outdoor walk. It's just this is my cool down from a workout, and right now it's 32 degrees outside and icy. So I choose safety instead of slipping out there right now. But God forbid somebody goes to a gym and uses a treadmill. That's why gyms have treadmills.
Lucky, my Anytime Fitness treadmills are trash. I mean, these worked.
Yeah.
They're not the greatest, I will say, but they work and they get the job done. And we're hoping that we get more of these newer ones.
Look at the difference of like this versus that. Like that still connects to Bluetooth. That still does everything this does, but this just does more. and it's my first time seeing these. And we only have 2 of them out of the 13 we have here. So I just thought it was really cool. Like, this is a huge screen. For,
Oh,
like,
someone's
a treadmill.
asking, is there a certain meal you guys eat after working out and anything you would recommend? So we are going to make a long form video this week, Monday or so, that we're going to be putting out sometime next week. It is the go-to meal that we eat after a workout. It's high in protein. It's quick. You can meal prep it. But it's pretty much cowboy caviar.
It's great for those who are vegetarian. I don't know keto friendly, but you can like kind of arrange it towards your diet if you're on a specific diet.
More protein to it, or
Yeah.
take certain things out. But it involves veggies, protein, and olives. If you like olives, yellow bell peppers, if you like those.
Yeah.
Veggies are in it. So, and fruits are in it. So we're gonna make a video of what we like to make and what we like to put in it. And so be aware for this week that video is going to go up. So
Yeah. And we'll announce it too on our page and stuff like that. So just keep your eyes out. We have a lot of things coming. We're really excited.
Someone's asking, hi, I need to do a 400
Oh, yeah,
meter
the PE.
run for PE. How do I pass PE at this point?
What a mood. What a mood.
I mean, is it a final? Because I know we had to do a running mile or whatever for our final, but I mean, start doing it if you are going to get graded on it.
Yeah.
Start with 200s. You don't have to do the full 400 meter, but start maybe at 100s and 200s and 300s and then 400s. It also depends how long you have until you are getting graded.
Yes, it's literally my exam.
Yeah.
We had to do that in high school where our PE class had to run 3 miles under 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That
was ass.
And that was actual ass. So if we could get through it, you can too, my friend.
She goes, yes, queen, it's basically my exam. I am sending you all of the prayers and good luck. You
It's
got
next
this.
week. I'm going to die. Just stretch prior. Make stretch.
Just stretch. Also, do you have a time that you have to get under, or is it just completion? Because, girl, I am wishing you the best. 400s are not fun to run. You're talking to past track and field folks who purposely sat out of the 400s because they suck.
We literally hid.
I will tell you right now, though,
We hid.
no one enjoys a 400 unless you're on crack.
And you're psychotic.
And you're, also, no, you probably will not be the slowest. Everyone hits the wall at like 300 meters. So that last 100 sucks for everyone.
Yes. Somebody comments, pain is your body's way of protecting, or a protective way of rebuilding your strength. Just be mindful of what you're able to endure while improving your strength. That's 100% correct.
That's
Just
so
listen
funny.
to your body.
She goes, I give up on PE. I mean,
Girl, same.
PE, is it the most important subject? No.
Honestly, it's just a way to get your fat asses out of your class seats and get up and moving. That's literally the only reason for PE. I didn't understand why, but it was literally just so kids could get up and move. I can't walk that much. I can lift but not walk. That's okay. You can bike. You can, what is another thing you can do? But you can do elliptical if you can't walk. I don't know how much you can't walk, or if you're 100% cannot walk. But there are other things you can do that you don't have to walk to do. I'm handing May the phone because my arm is hurting. Can you give me your phone?
Yeah.
I do bike. Perfect.
Is PE teaching you the basics of being physical? Personally, I don't really know about that just because I don't know the education board on certain schools. I just know when we were in high school and we did PE, there were certain lessons that we had to do that followed the archdiocese and that education board. So I'm not really sure when it comes to public schools or whatever. I think it's PE in elementary, middle, and high school usually. It's one, education about health and fitness. Two, to keep you guys to stay active a little bit. I don't really know the actual reason for PE, but I don't know. I don't hear too many complaints from kids who have PE still. So
somebody is asking, I swim, I do a warm-up with my team, but I was wondering if there was any stretches you recommend other than lunges, ankle rotation, and arm swings. For swimming, upper and lower back stretches,
shoulder
shrugs, swimmers, supermans, anything to build that upper back strength, but then also that lower back. A lot of people do not think about their lower back because it's not something that you would think about. But supermans are really good. Swimmers are great.
It was between the 100, 200, and 400. My class chose the 400.
What the fuck?
Class
I would rather do a 100.
Actively chooses the 400 over sprinting a 100? I'm sorry for you, because that class, not it. I would have screamed my head off and be like, actually, no, I don't want to do that.
Is there such a thing as too much cardio? I do 5 to 8 miles 5 days out of the week. They say average is 3 miles a day for the normal person.
I mean, I think it's highly based off the person, but the one thing you want to make sure you're not doing is overusing your body. And the only person that will know if you're overusing your body is you. So be aware of that. Some people can do 5 to 8 daily. Other people can't. So again, listen to your body. If it hurts, don't do it. Take a break. Personally, for me, I think running 5 to 8 miles a day is a lot. But if someone can do that, if you can do that, and you're not hurting, you're not injured, who am I to say don't do that?
Just understand that when you are working out, you are wearing and tearing your body, in general. So understand that maybe running is going to hurt your knees a lot more later in life versus biking or walking. So as of right now, like May said, listen to your body. You know yourself the best. And obviously don't do something if it hurts.
I don't want to bring attention to this person, but I also think it's important to discuss and bring up. Someone just mentioned how you might not physically look like you're fit, but that doesn't mean you aren't fit, Mm-hmm. There's people that look extremely fit like bodybuilders, but can't even run a mile. So how do you define fitness?
That's a good highlight.
And that's just for anyone, right? Then there's people that might not look fit, but can lift hundreds of pounds. So again, there's many different ways that someone could be fit. There's many different definitions. I will say in today's world, people will go off how you look, and that should not be the case, right? I just gave a perfect example on why that's not a great way to tell if someone's fit or not. And also, why do you have to comment stuff like that about someone else? Let people live the life they want to live. Let them look the way they want to look. Why are we judging?
Yeah. But that's a good point. You need to first figure out what is your definition of fit, and what your definition of fit is not going to be the same for somebody else.
Yeah.
And your body physically could maybe not even look like that.
Yeah.
So you have to think about metabolism. You're chemically different. Your hormones are different. Your different ages, your different lifestyle. It all comes down to individuality and how you go about it, because again, it's going to be different on you versus me.
So is it good to tell someone today about their category? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. I think mostly if you're asking me from a personal trainer perspective, you have no right to comment on someone else's body. You should never have the right to do that. It's disgusting. It's rude. You don't know how long that person has been in the gym actively trying to get their body the way they want it. That's why so many people are terrified of the gym, because of judgments, of comments like that. Health and fitness should be a fun thing for you. It should not be a judgmental space. I know it is, and it can be.
Oh, thank you for
but
the
it
gifts.
should not be. So
Yeah.
that's just a personal take. I know I probably hit a nerve with some folks, but
And that's
just the
also-
honest truth. It shouldn't. I just don't like when people comment on other people's bodies because it's not the right thing to do.
It's also very, very toxic.
Yeah.
Especially if you do not know that background of the person who you're talking to, whether they might have an ED, they have a body dysmorphia problem, they've been struggling with something that you just don't personally know, and you highlight that out of nowhere, you're basically ruining their progress.
Also, people just don't understand how harsh words can be to other people.
Oh yeah, someone's
And
like,
so-
you're right, but I was living in an era where that was common. And
Yes.
it's sad because it
Yeah.
is still a thing. But hopefully, slowly over time, this new generation, I think, like millennials and Gen Z are trying to flip that. Because like, it's just unattainable and unrealistic for so many people.
Yeah.
What should be a good beginner workout? I want to start but don't know where. This is a perfect leadway to another announcement. We are starting a membership program. There's going to be 3 tiers, basic, intermediate, and advanced. And with those different tiers, you will be able to do different things. The second tier, you are going to get workouts and more specialized live
Jesse,
streams. So
you subscribed and was
that.
here to troll, but you guys are cool. Thank you. I mean, we have our own fair share of trollers. Much appreciated that you didn't become one. So thanks for the subscribe. It's good to see you in here. I was waiting for you guys for so long. Hello. We are on TikTok, or not TikTok, YouTube stream every single Saturday morning while we work out. Answer some basic questions and things that most people don't get the chance to ask personal trainers. So people seem to love them and join them. So
do you want
we'll
to switch
continue
or are
doing
you
them.
good?
I don't care.
Someone goes, I'm getting into the gym and get some muscles, but as a beginner, I want to work on my arms at home for a while first. Do you think that's okay? Would I have better odds going with a family member?
Yes and no. It's solely based on you. For me personally, what I would tell you is if you have the motivation to work out by yourself at home, great, you're doing it perfectly well. 2, if you find it a little bit harder and need a workout partner, that's a great motivator to keep you consistent, because if you find your best friend or someone, or like G and I, yes, we work out together, but she's also a great workout partner. We don't necessarily have to do the same workouts, but it motivates you to go when she goes. Like if she goes, I probably should go, right? If I go and she doesn't want to go, maybe it would motivate her to go. So there's positives and negatives with workout partners. It's just solely based on you and how you feel, if you have the motivation already to go by yourself or not.
If you need a workout partner, you'll never lose weight, LOL. I actually disagree with that. I think there are many benefits to having a workout partner. Obviously, if you're in the gym, no matter what, depending on your goal, you are going to lose weight if that is your goal. I just think if for those who need extra motivation, having someone physically there to hold you accountable is very helpful. I also understand a lot of people don't have somebody to take to the gym. So like going on live, seeing that other people are also actively in the gym, doing it together can also help. So whether it's remotely, you're at the gym too, or you have somebody, I think it's just mindfully helpful to stay accountable.
What was this question? Do you have to have
Hi,
a
Team
gym?
Brooke.
Did you answer, do you have to have a gym partner?
Yeah, I was just talking about that. I wish I had a twin sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. We wish we weren't twins all the time.
Your parents did a great job raising you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That's a sweet compliment.
I will let them know that. They'd probably be very happy about that.
Oh, what drink do you take to the gym? Just water? Is Powerade good? So on early mornings And I know a lot of people are going to be like, what, that's really bad for you. You
It's
shouldn't do
unhealthy,
that.
blah, blah, blah.
I will say there's worse things you can do. But hear me out first. Sometimes you need that little extra caffeine to get you up, right? So for Gia and I, when we do 3 a.m. workouts on the weekends, no sane person wants to go to the gym at 3 a.m. But here we are. Gia and I are committed to it. So we usually drink an energy drink while we work out and stuff. Yep. There's also positives and negatives to drinking caffeine while you work out. But then you could do pre-workout. Water is great.
Yeah.
Powerade, I will say, personally, I feel like Gatorade and Powerade, those types of drinks, will help and benefit you more if you're doing a little bit harder of an exercise than just weight training or your everyday workout.
Yeah.
I personally drink Gatorade and Powerade after a long run or something, or when I need to replenish electrolytes, things like that.
So this is another good question. How long should a workout be for beginners? Genuinely, if you are 100%, you are blindly walking into a gym and it is your first time working out, simply observe. I think observe. Look at everybody around you.
I tell my beginner clients, if you don't really have a workout plan, don't know what to target, go straight for the machines after your warm-up or after a jog.
But the question is, how long should a workout be? I think aim for 20 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But those 20 to 45 minutes, you are actively either observing or you're moving in some type of direction.
If you don't want to go by time, go by how many exercises. And I tell my clients, do not go above probably 6 exercises total in one session when you're starting out, because you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
So you could do 6 different exercises, all targeting your full body, upper body, just legs, but don't go above 6.
Somebody is asking, do you use creatine?
Yes.
We do. We take creatine. It is in that shopping bag down below. It is our favorite creatine. It is made for women, by women, and owned by women. So in the fitness industry, a lot of the times your supplements that are the generic brands that are on the shelves are catered to men. There's not a lot of things that are just catered specifically for women, and I'm telling you this with full honesty. The pre-workouts, the creatines, and sometimes other supplements have certain things in them that women should not be taking or don't necessarily need, but men do. So finding a women-owned brand made for women by women
took a while to find.
Took a long time, and I can only tell you 2 brands that are actually for women. But it's linked in that shopping bag down below. It's like $8 right now.
It's also cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper.
Said other supplement brands like Bucked Up or C4 or other those type of brands.
Yeah.
Because they're so popular and a lot of people know about them, they can jack their prices up like no other.
Yeah.
But for the smaller companies and women-ran companies, since they're not really big, they don't overprice their stuff. So for an example, for Wella, that's what we use for protein and creatine. It's usually around what, $15 to $16?
No, I've bought creatine for more than $30 at one point.
No, Wella though.
No, I know, but other generic brands.
Yeah, I know, but Wella sells them from $15 to like
it's like
$20-ish.
$10 right now.
Okay, depending on the sales or when you look.
Yeah.
But other generic brands like Bucked Up and C4 and all of that, I will tell you right now, I was a dedicated Bucked Up subscriber and just paid for it. Each pre-workout is well over $40. But Wella sells them between $16 to $20. So like you can kind of tell that there is a huge price difference.
It just depends. It depends on where you get it. A lot of the times, the bigger brands, you're paying for the brand name. You're not paying for the actual supplement. Just saying, your creatine should not be more than $30. And if it is, you might need to look into something cheaper or different. Just make sure it's creeper creatine, it's safer.
Someone's asking.
I actually use the monohydrate one, so I don't do that one.
Someone's asking what is more important, posture or strength? Posture is most important.
I'm gonna clean my machine.
Posture is more important over strength. You need to have the posture correct to correctly target the muscles you want and to build the muscles that you want and for the goal that you want. You will not have the goals be met if you're doing the improper form. Some people don't really know that, and when they don't know the correct form, they target other muscles that they don't want to target. You know what I mean? Why did it oddly get quiet?
It's just changing music.
Oh. Dance stretches help so much. Can you wipe this down for me? Thank you.
You'll ask that.
Guys, I genuinely don't even know what you're referring to the Chinese military dance. I genuinely don't know what you're referring to.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna have to
either.
So the phone's gonna die.
I know.
We might not have enough battery to do what we need to do after this.
Okay, guys, we are done with our workout. We are now headed home. It is about 6 a.m. here, so yeah, I think this was a productive live. If you guys enjoyed it, let us know in the comments. Also, thank you guys for joining us. This is our second month actively doing a live every Saturday morning, so we're starting to get a lot of regulars on here. We are going to start learning names, obviously, but thank you guys for joining us. We hope you guys learned at least something new today, or at least helped you in some aspect of your life.
Also, for those who really enjoy these lives, we do them every single Saturday in the morning at 3 a.m. PST. So that's Pacific Standard Time, or just West Coast time.
Yes, 6 a.m. your East Coast.
Who are on the East Coast or in the Midwest or from other countries, we do it at 3 a.m. West Coast, United States time.
Yeah, and anybody out of country, if you're on here, welcome. We'll see you when we see you.
Thank you guys for joining. It's been a pleasure. We're gonna get out of here.